This looks like our best run. Let's see if we can run it all the way. Hey watchers, it's Authentic. This is my first video covering Watcher of Realms. Welcome to my channel. Before I go ahead and show you the team that I run for Immortal Codex, I think it's important to look through what my account is, where it is at the moment, so it gives you a feel of where I'm at. I'm a low spender in the game. I am, where am I? 95 days into the game, so nearly coming up to 100 days. This is my champion collection. I have Hex, which is pretty nice. I have some nice champions. I don't have all of the champions, of course I don't, but I do have some nice ones. I have Silas, I have Vienna, which is probably my prized possession. And then the rest of the champions you can see here. We're going to be covering these champions in content to come, so not to worry. Obviously I have a bunch of epics too, so this game is quite generous when it comes to summoning, giving you summons, giving you diamonds, giving you rare crystals. Divine crystals not so much, but you get enough summons to get some neat champions for yourself. Like I said, I'm day 100, I'm lowish spender, and I have a pretty neat team that I can put together. It's mostly epics. It's not really the most golden team you'll see, but as you can see, we managed to get double S. So let me show you guys the team. This is what we have. We have Isolde in lead as the Lord. So she is giving the buff to all of the Northern champions, and she's giving the shield, which is really, really nice. She has a additional block in her ult, which is nice because we want to block as many units as we can. We have Evelyn, who also has the additional block in her kit. It's nice. She also has stuns. Stuns are really good on this stage because whenever you stun a unit, it no longer counts as being blocked. So you can get additional delay on these units by stunning them and blocking them at the same time. So it's really, really nice. So any unit that can do stun and additional block is basically what you're looking for. Brock is here. He doesn't have additional block, but he does have freeze in his kit, which is nice. Livian doesn't have block, but she has stun, and Titus has the revive on death, which is nice, which you can abuse right at the end when the boss tries to one-shot you. He can stay alive through that. The champions you can use if you don't have these champions is Solde, can be switched out for Dagna or King Haas, whoever you have. Evelyn is really, really good. She doesn't need to rely on her ult to get the additional block, which is nice. Olag is basically a tank. You can run any tank in his position, although he does have the additional block on the ult. So I'd say Brock here is probably the drop if you want to use a different sort of tank. So for Brock here, you can use a Baron. Baron's really, really good, or any other tank that you want, although Brock here's tanking ability is very good. And then any sort of stunned sort of units you want to bring in, you can do. If you have an A5 Ardeth, he's a good option too. Was a champion I was considering running because when he's A5, his ult basically stuns any unit that walks into it. Sounds like it could be quite handy. So if you want to mess around with him, you can do so. Baron is a pure tank, so the Brock here job he can do. And then we have Azor, who basically stuns units too. He was another unit I was considering. As you can see, I took him up to 5. Maybe later down the line, I'll just level him up and see how he goes. But this is the team we're going to run for now. So let's go ahead and look at our positioning. We're going to want to put our tankiest units right at the forefront. So they are going to be taking the most damage. So we'll have Olag, and then we'll have Brock here. We'll put those two down. Then we have Livian. We're going to position Livian here. Isolde I put here, and then Evelyn here, and then Titus down the middle. This is how we normally set up. We're trying to spread all of our blocks as much as we can. So on the right side we have Brock here with 4 block, then we have Livian with 3, and then we have Isolde with 3 and then 4 when she's ulting. So outside of ults they have 4 and then 6, 10, and they have 11 when a solo is ulting. And on the left side we have Olag, who has 4, but then he's going to have 5 when he is going to ult. And then we have Evelyn, who also has 5 because she has the Bastion ring on her too. And down the middle we have 4 block on Titus. He's also running a Bastion ring. So that's pretty nice for us. I don't have all 6 of my units in Bastion ring. I don't have Isolde and Livian in Bastion. But I don't have enough. Maybe when we get more, we'll be able to improve the team that way. So it's all good. As you can see from these units, they take a certain amount of damage when they are just moving, but when they are blocked, they take additional damage. So most of the damage that's done to these units is when they are blocked. So you are able to do higher damage to them. So go ahead and do Brockier freeze here. I try to get some freezes on some of these units. We don't need to worry about too many ults early on in the fight. Once we get to roundabout tier B, that's where we need to worry about who we need to block or who we need to ult with to get additional block. But until then, we're all fine. There is passive healing on this stage, so you can see my Titus just healing. There's also a second way to heal. If one of these enemies dies in front of you, they drop a little healing on the floor, which your champion can pick up and heal up. So that's the two ways of healing on this stage. That's why the champions are able to heal up. So that's a nice little thing to know, just in case if you're wondering what you should do when your champions are low. If there are units next to your champion who's low but they're about to die, you don't need to worry because they will heal her up once they die. So we're getting close to B tier. And once we get to B tier, this is the wave of Isolde that we're going to go ahead and block. So there it is. Isolde gets her 4 block. And then we should be okay to be able to stop this wave from going through. Now with Olog, what you want to do is make sure he has a good enough shield on him before you throw up the ult. Because when you use Olog's ult, he no longer does his shield that we know and love. The big trusty shield that won't be coming out when he's ulting. So you want to make sure he has a big enough shield before you go ahead and do his ult. I'm going to go ahead and do his ult right now. He does have a little bit of shield, not the biggest. I'm not too worried at this point for him dying. It's still pretty early on. And we kind of want to get the block. And we go ahead and do the heal on this side too. I'm going to go and slow it down. You'll see Olog is not replenishing his shield. He will do so once his ult is finished. So you want to be careful with Olog. Just try not to do his ult when he is without shield and low HP. Just let the shield refresh and then you can go ahead and do it. There's 2 units sneaking through from our Bastion ring deficiency, but that's okay. Those units wouldn't get through if we had full Bastion ring on us, but that's not too much of an issue. We're gonna block this next wave coming through on the Solde side. Here we'll see the units come through. There will be a few units that get through on this wave again, but there's not much we can do about that. And go ahead and do Isolde ult so we can block a few more. Brock here, I'm going to go ahead and do the shield. I'm going to keep an eye on Titus. You want to keep Titus alive. You don't want him to die unless the boss does the big one shot. If the boss does that, it's nice because Titus can live through that, and then you can just get your units back down again and just squeeze out a little bit of value right at the end. I'm going to be keeping a close eye on my Titus. I really would like him to survive this wave. Let's see, because he'll be able to get some natural healing. The boss is going to hit us. A little bit concerned. Oh, he lived. Okay, that's perfect for us. Oh, I was too concerned looking at Titus. I didn't look at the Olog, but I'm pretty certain he didn't have his ult available, so that's fine. Now is the time to go ahead and pop Titus so we get some healing. We really don't want to die. Not really in the mood of dying. We have 2 of our units, Livian and Isolde, dying, but that's okay as long as Titus lives now, because we are pretty much coming to the end of our run. Put Brock's shield down. Titus is living, that's good for us. Last little trick we're gonna do right at the end is the boss is getting ready for he only has 17 yet. He's not really gonna be one-shotting us. Olog is dead. The tank king is dead, and then once he gets enough units, he will be. So this is the one shot the boss does. We will be able to live it because Titus is going to be in his other form, and then he's going to be coming back. Do we have any units coming back? We don't have any units coming back, but we're just going to go ahead and get the blocks in. Oh, this looks like our best run. Let's see if we can run it all the way. 1,640,000 looks like our best run. Titus looks like he's going to die unless I can get Solde down. Whoa, 3 more seconds, but it's okay. This is our best run. Fantastic. I'm super happy with that. That's our best run that we did. We managed to get it on the video, which is hype. Previous best run was run about 50,000 less, so this is pretty nice. Let's go ahead. Oh, we actually made double S plus. That's an improvement for us. Massive. Top 2%. There it is. There's the run. Massive. This is a new personal best for us. Super chuffed with that. That was the run, generally how we would run it. We want to keep Titus alive for as long as possible so we can cheese the last little bit at the end. We kind of want to delay that Titus ult right till the end so we can go ahead and keep him alive through all that damage. I'll go ahead and show you the units, how they're built and what their gear looks like. All of my gear, it's pretty mid-game-ish, it's pretty early game-ish. I don't have the best gear, but I don't have the worst gear. I do like farming in this game. I think farming is a lot of fun. Especially farming out gear is one of my favorite things to do. Improving my champion's gear is really fun. I find that kind of thing really enjoyable. And gearing champions is also one of the things I love doing. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the builds. I'm not going to lie, I can't exactly remember the priority of the builds. I want to say Evelyn is the tankiest, or one of the tankiest. So she was 1 or number 2. She has 106k HP, 7.5k defense. And then she has the Bastion Ring. I'll go ahead and show you the Bastion Ring at the same time. Then we have Livian without the Bastion Ring, but she is either the 2nd or 3rd best build. She's 90k HP, 7.2k defense. Isolde is... These are the 3 champions I built first. So 82,000 HP, 7.1k defense. And then it's Isolde. After that, we look at Olog. Isolde is running Goddess Grace, not leveled up, just based for the defense. And then we have Olog. Let's take a look. Olog is running Goddess Grace. No, he's running Bastion Ring, sorry. And these are his stats. He's 80k, 6.6k defense. As you can see, Olog was one of the last to die, but he has like one of the worst gears on too. So he was kind of, you know, just being the mega tank that he is. Massive unit that you get for free. Brock is wearing pretty good gear. His base stats are really good, so they kind of flatter a little bit. 115k HP, 7.2k defense. This looks like he's actually running really good gear on him. If I was to go back, I would probably give better gear to one of the units that died earlier. This gear looks a little bit too good. But at the end, Brockhead did end up dying. You want all of your units to be dying. You want all of your units to die around about the same time. So if any of your units are dying earlier, you can consider improving their gear. That's what I would generally say. And then Titus, also wearing Bastion Ring with Brock here. He's 82,000 HP, 5.3k defense. Not the best gear. Would probably switch Brock here and Titus around. Let's see if that actually improves our stats. Well, we get even less defense, but we get more HP. Maybe a bit of a play on the gear a little bit. Titus's base defense is the lowest out of all of these 6 champions. As you can see, the rest are like firmly around about 3k. Brock is 4k. Titus is 2200. So it's a little bit low on Titus. His survivability can be a little bit questionable, but he does have the ult where he can heal himself up, so he kind of benefits from that. So you want to keep Titus alive right until the end. That is the team. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys are running. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Like and sub to like the video and sub to the channel. I am going to be uploading more content for watchers. I do have a team for Conqueror that I managed to get top 4% double S with. So, you know, if you guys want to watch that video, let me know. Leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.